at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Duncan Robinson out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Oubre out there with Embiid, and it's George in at the 3. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Now, here's Maxey. There's the triple. Second chance shot, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got the game going with his first points of the game for the 76ers. Maxey against Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Maxey. Cunningham against Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. That's short off the rim. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now, here's George, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Maxey finds George. Off target from outside. And here are the Pistons. 4-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
Here's Maxey. After the basket by Detroit, that doesn't go either for George.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now, here's Cunningham. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Basket counts.
Yeah, Harris has that big, strong frame, and he knows how to overpower even tight defense.
Here's Maxey. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Free throw good, Maxey. And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help and more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. Oh, good with the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Oubre against Harris. Duren sets the screen for Harris. And Duren slams it in.
Easiest work of the night for Duren. He barely had to elevate.
Pass to Embiid. Maxey against Cunningham. Maxey passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Duren with a screen on Maxey. Cunningham finds Duren.
Well, Cunningham is confident running these sets. He just knows how to break down the defense.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Maxey. Here's Embiid. His last outing with 20 points. Embiid with the screen on Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Maxey on the wing. Covered by Cunningham.
Well, you got to love Maxey taking what the defense gives him. If the mid-range opens up for him, he's going to let it fly.
Pass to Harris. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Oubre against Harris. Maxey sets a screen for Oubre. Embiid is at the elbow. That's tipped.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duran flat out, a brick wall around the rim.
Harris kicks to Robinson. Back to Harris. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Oubre. Maxey with it. Now defended by Cunningham.
That is just next level speed on that drive from Maxey.
Left side Harris. Oubre with the steal. The 76ers leading by 5. Pass to Maxey. Inside. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
The first one falls. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
So he gets them both. Well, we got just a few games, Tim, in the books. Is it too early to come to major conclusions with what we've seen so far?
Well, Kevin, I know off of these early results, we want to go ahead and jump to later in the year. And that's the nature of the job. People want to know, and they want us to evaluate and predict, but an awful lot is going to change in this league for all of these teams over the next several months.
Can't wait to watch it. Duran with it. Maxey covering. Cunningham's shot is off.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
That one is good from Joel Embiid. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Detroit calls timeout. Attention, everybody out there.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Philadelphia. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Jalen Duran is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Chicago.
And, you know, you have to feel terrible about how that thing turned out. I mean, the game was really going about as expected until they just gave up that huge surge there late in the game, totally lost momentum, and ended up losing that.
Here's Maxey. Following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Count that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
Team foul.
What's up?
At the line for your Sixers, Tyrese Maxey. One shot.
Free throw good, Maxey.
And I think what people love the most about Tyrese Maxey is the enthusiasm he plays with. He always seems to be smiling and having fun out there.
It's good. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Maxey passes to Grimes. Embiid the screen. Lets it go from deep. Shot by Grimes. No good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Robinson. Banked in off the glass. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 6-point lead. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year. Thompson passes to Robinson. Here's Cunningham. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Cunningham's got his second bucket.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
Pass to Grimes. Here's the screen. Cunningham against Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Pistons trailed by 4. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Thompson looking for an opening. Outside for Robinson. That 3 off the mark.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Free throw good, Paul George. And Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Brendan Watford comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Lowry in for Maxey.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Now here's LeVert. To the left side wing. Stewart with it. Lets the 3 fly. Paul George grabs the miss. Drives to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
Well, he's a little bit older now, but Paul George showing you he still has great verticality.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Bona's checked in, and Gordon subbed in for Jordan. Here's Bona. Pass to Gordon. Left side Lowry. And he drives in. It's blocked.
And with reaction time like that, it is tough to get shots over Durant.
Here's Holland. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
In the early going, they've been heat-seeking, very crafty at drawing contact to work themselves to the line.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
And that one falls for Holland. Here's Lowry. Nothing on the board. Pass to Bona. Back to Lowry. Got a hand on it. One-on-one fast break. And Duren slams it in.
And that is key right there. You have to reward your big men for running the floor. Duren that time understood that.
Now here is Lowry. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Now, here's Lowry. Here's Bona. Here's Grimes. Levert defending. Launches a three. Shot by Grimes. No good. The Pistons trailing. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Levert kicks to Cunningham. Duren the pass to Levert. Back to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And how about the recognition there from Levert? The coaching staff will appreciate that kind of ball movement.
Lowry against Cunningham. There's Gordon with the three. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Stewart. And here's Levert. 6 on the shot clock. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Good luck dealing with Duren on the offensive glass. That's just an outstanding job staying with the play.
Cunningham against Lowry. Here's Bona. That one goes. Count it.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Cunningham looking it over. The three. Cans it from downtown. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
Gordon out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Bona in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also have become a great defensive team.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They set the screen. And here's Maxey outside. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Down low. And the dunk by Stewart.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Sasser. Maxey passes to Grimes. No good on the triple. Pistons leading by 5. To Into the paint, Green finds Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Gordon against Green. Right side, Gordon. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Grimes. Three-pointers off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Sasser. Now, here's LeVert. He's guarded by Grimes. Stewart, a screen for LeVert. It's deflected. Stewart kicks to Holland. LeVert from outside. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Now, here's LeVert. He's guarded by Grimes. To the middle. Green, the pass to Stewart. Here's LeVert. He's guarded by Grimes. Here's Stewart. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
3 points.
Stewart's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Sasser. Green against Gordon. Pass to Grimes. It's tipped.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
11 feet away, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Outside, Maxey. There's the pick. Here's Bona. On the wing, Gordon. LeVert defending. From deep three-point territory. LeVert grabs the miss.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Back to Sasser. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Grimes passes to Gordon. Back to Grimes. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Over to the wing. Fades away. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Everyone, your Sixers EMT.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Javonte Green. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. On defense, Philadelphia, and that one is stuffed right through.
One thing I really like about Asar Thompson He's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Defensive tone setter, that's Asar Thompson. He shadows his man with relentless determination, but his game right before us, Tim, don't you think, is expanding in every way?
Oh, he's got immeasurable impact defensively, blocks, steals, deflections, always a disruptor. He's still a little bit foul prone, but I think as he starts to get a reputation in this league as an elite defender, he is going to be scary.
Here's Cunningham. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Durham. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
That one on Embiid.
First team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Free throw, no good for Duren. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Maxey. Pass to Holland. Now Cunningham. He's got 9. Five on the clock. Fires from the wing. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Back to Maxey. And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And Detroit with a change here, too. Harris is checked in. Pistons leading by 8. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Harris against Oubre. Cunningham inside. Over Maxey. Cunningham's shot is off. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Oubre outside. To the paint. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. The Pistons have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Pass to Cunningham. On the wing, Harris. Defended by George. Harris inside. Working on George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George.
That's a really nice job that time, drawing the defense in. Harris earning that whistle.
The Pistons have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
First one falls for him. All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit, there's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin, well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard.
And Harris drops them both. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. By the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Pistons leading by 10. Pass to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Now here is Harris. Oubre pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Kevin?
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here is Robinson. 11 points last game. Pass to Thompson. Now, here's Duran. Outside Robinson. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
No good on that one. Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
Now here is Harris. He's got 6. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you can't really overstate the impact that a guy like Paul George has on your team. Obviously, you know the offense is there, but his defense is still really important as well.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Harris. And George drops them both. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit.
2 minutes remaining.
They've led by as many as 11 points. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Robinson bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Pass to Edgecombe. The 76ers with another miss. Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Cunningham finds Duran. Now Robinson. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Here's Edgecombe. Covered by Cunningham. They get the rebound. Yep, it goes. And the Piston leaders get down to 9 in the bucket from Embiid.
Yeah, good luck blocking out Embiid. He is so massive at 7 feet. He can just power his way to grab offensive rebounds.
Now, here is Robinson. He has 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Tim, what a ride it's been for sharpshooter Duncan Robinson.
Well, there is no doubt about it, Kevin. He's the only player ever to take part in both a men's Division III and Division I championship game. Then after going undrafted, he goes on to start in the NBA Finals. He has really come a long way.
And that one falls for Robinson.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Robinson hits them both. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
And finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr., you deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Takes a step back. Here's Thompson. Detroit, no good that time either. Pass to Edgecombe. Now Embiid. He's covered by Thompson. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And so is Detroit, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Arena Entertainment.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
You look at Detroit. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season, at least. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Pistons.
Well, you can see the camaraderie. They share the ball, and they don't care which guy scores.
Sounds like us here on the set. Whatever makes the show work, you do it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Pistons leading by 7. Tipping off the second half. Here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Cade Cunningham out there with Robinson. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Pass to Embiid. And it's denied. Outside Robinson. There's the lob to Duren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, catch and flush in one motion. Duren presents a big target out there.
The 76ers trail by 11. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Oubre on the wing. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Embiid, just 5 on the clock. And no good that time. Pistons shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Pass to Robinson from downtown. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Robinson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons. Now Edgecombe. 76ers moving the ball around. Back to Maxey. And he's good on the 3-ball. Maxey's got 17 now.
Right back at you. Tyrese Maxey showing you his competitiveness.
Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Harris with the bucket inside. And the Pistons lead by 13. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Edgecombe with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Maxey. George sets a screen for Maxey. Over Cunningham. Maxey, no good.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. Off target from three-point range.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. George with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 14.
And that's why Paul George is such a talented scorer. He can even do it off the catch.
Thompson, a screen on Maxey. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now, it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pistons second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Embiid. It's deflected, and that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Six to shoot. Cunningham against Maxey. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Thompson outside. Duren a screen. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pistons lead by 12.
And another one goes for Duren. He has really found something out there tonight, and he is having a big night scoring.
Now, here's Oubre. Outside, Maxey. Back to Oubre. The deep three from George. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here is George. 14 points for him. The tray. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Cunningham. Harris against Oubre. Harris passes to Cunningham. Over Maxey. And that one, good. Cunningham's got 11.
And the defense was solid right there, but Cunningham was able to fight through it with better offense.
And here's Oubre, guarded by Harris. Embiid with the screen on Harris. And here's Oubre. And George kicks to Oubre. The 76ers again can't hit it. Pistons leading by 16. Duren the pass to Cunningham. Back to Duren. Pistons passing it around. A fadeaway, and Detroit again with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
The 76ers making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. And here are the 76ers now.
Oh! That's as good as it gets.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 11. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to George for the three. Drills it from outside. George has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the 76ers. Maxey against Cunningham. Harris outside. And here's Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. The 76ers trail by 15. Outside, George. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by the Pistons.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Down low, stolen by George. Here's Embiid. Detroit with the rebound. Duren's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there is enough game left to make corrections.
Duren a screen. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Cunningham against Maxey. Up top, Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Step back and squared up. Embiid's got 14.
Well, that is nice touch and confidence on the mid-range from Embiid.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the 76ers with some changes. Trendon Watford's checked in for George. Gordon comes in for Oubre. And it's Lowry in for Maxey. Then for the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Duren. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Harris looking it over. Inside, here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
Lowry kicks to Embiid. Pass to Grimes. Clock at 4. There's the 3. Connects from three-point range. Grimes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. LeVert against Lowry. Harris. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists tonight.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Lowry passes to Embiid. The 11-footer. No good off the front iron.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quinn Rhimes a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Here's Watford. And Lowry has it in the corner. Over Sasser. Lowry can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's LeVert on target from 13 feet. LeVert's got his second bucket tonight.
And it's clear that LeVert has tons of confidence, especially in his ability to drain jumpers.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Pass to Bona. Lays it up off the glass.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Now here's LeVert. He's tightly guarded. 1:07 left in the third. Into the lane.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
Here is Lowry. No scoring in this one. Pass to Bona. Makes it off the glass.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Here's Sasser. While recovering. Left side Harris. Over Watford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That is aggressive work inside by Harris, a veteran forward who understands how to get to the line.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Cade Cunningham's checked in for Detroit. And Harris drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the 76ers. It's an 18-point game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the pick. And it's off from three-point range. Now LeVert. And here's Harris from the arc. That shot, no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Detroit. They lead by 18. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Gordon, Quentin Grimes out there with Maxey. Then there's Trendon Watford. And it's Bona in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Outside, Maxey. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Hey, right here, right here.
Pass to LeVert. Back to Stewart. Here's Holland. Here's the 3. Maxey grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Gordon against LeVert. Here's Bona. Grimes with it. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got his 5th rebound in this one. Cunningham outside. Back to Stewart. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
The 76ers again can't hit it. Pistons leading by 20. Here's Holland. Pass to LeVert. Stewart with the screen on Gordon. LeVert the pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now, here's Maxey. Over Sasser. Rebound, Detroit. Cunningham's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Holland. Here's LeVert, defended by Gordon. Now, here's Stewart. Now, Sasser. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Maxey against Cunningham. Maxey kicks to Gordon. Maxey on the wing, covered by Cunningham, and the shot goes down. Maxey's got 21 in the game.
And you've seen Maxey elevate his game every single year. He has now turned into one of the game's premier scorers.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Maxey, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Duren, and Duren slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Maxey against Cunningham. Maxey passes to Watford. It's Grimes on the wing. No good from outside.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Cunningham kicks to LeVert. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Man, he had the speed on the runway, and he took off for that dunk.
Maxey against Cunningham. Now here's LeVert, and he banks in the layup.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
76ers have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Embiid against Duren. Embiid inside. Unable to get that one. Great defense that time from Duren. Stewart passes to Cunningham. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
And how about the move he made there to come up and...
Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now, here's Maxey. You know, Tim, regardless of where he's played, Karis LeVert has always found a role.
Well, there's a lot to like, Kevin. He can defend as well as create offensively, and that means he's going to be in your rotation.
2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
Free throw good, Maxey. And the 76ers with some changes. George comes in for Trendon Watford. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Gordon. Then for the Pistons, Harris is checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Holland. Robinson is subbed in for LeVert. Maxey hits them both. Here's Thompson. Pass to Harris. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Now, Cunningham. Paul George missing from long range. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Just showing some grown man strength there
Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
George looking around, and Grimes has it in the corner. Driving in, Embiid wide open. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Well, Embiid pretty much has the green light to take any kind of shot, including off the catch.
Thompson outside. Maxey against Cunningham. Fires it up, and he connects with the jumper. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's the right play by Cunningham. He used the pick to create space instead of forcing something.
Embiid with the screen on Cunningham. Maxey, no good.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Left side, Harris. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
But that level of activity by Maxey makes him a really tough cover.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Detroit.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. Good on both. And here's LeVert. To the inside. And the dunk by Reed.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is George. Embiid kicks to George. And they double up Maxey. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Now, here's Maxey. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Detroit making a switch here.
Shooting one.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good, Maxey.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Clinton. It's LeVert on the wing. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oubre with the steal. It's George on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 19 points.
Yeah, that's where all that size that Paul George has as a wing really pays off.
Out to the right wing. Now Sasser. Stewart with the screen on Maxey. Sasser. And there's another one for the Pistons. Philadelphia has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Pass to Edgecombe. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Pistons leading by 22. Down low. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Now here's Embiid, guarded by Stewart. Embiid against Stewart. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Jalen Duren.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possessions.
Embiid from outside. And there's the 3. And so LeVert will bring it up for Detroit. It's an 18-point lead. Here's Stewart. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Assisted by.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Now here's Maxey. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Offline with his 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4. LeVert up top. Pass to Sasser. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Shot clock at 5. LeVert the pass to Holland. This one for 3. A shot off that time. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Tobias, congratulations on the win. Do you sense this team is building good chemistry?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is us continuing to find our identity. And what we are learning is we're a great team once we get stops. And once we're able to run, get out of transition, we just continue to find each other's similarities and our personalities as we play together.
Guys, as the year goes on, they continue to get closer.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Duren.